Obviously, the biggest trade that the Cavs made this season was not at the deadline. It was the trading of Kyrie Irving. LeBron spoke with our Rachel Nichols about that and had something interesting to say. Let's listen.
You mentioned earlier in this interview about not wanting Kyrie Irving to be traded.
Yeah.
You actually made a phone call and said, I don't want this trade to happen.
Yeah. I felt like it was just bad for our franchise to be able to trade away our superstar, point guard. A guy that I have been in so many battles with over the last 3 years. And, obviously I wasn't part of the communications and know what exactly went on between the two sides, but I just felt like it was bad timing for our team to just get rid of our point guard.
Mr. Jefferson.
Yeah.
Is this revisionist history? Like, it kind of seems to me that if I were the Cleveland Cavaliers, I would probably get a blessing from LeBron James before I traded away the second best player on the team. Is he just kind of like saying, oh, at the time I didn't want it to happen?
But what? I hate to make this very, very obvious because Jalen said the same thing on Get Up this morning. This was not LeBron's decision. This was not the Cavs' decision. Kyrie went to them as a man and said, hey, I no longer want to be here. Right? And so once that started and once that kind of steamrolled, it doesn't matter. Like, hey, Bron, Kyrie wants to leave. Is it all right if we let him leave? That was only going to make Kyrie even more frustrated. Kyrie no longer wanted to be there. I don't know the full details of why. There are obviously lots of layers to every conversation, but this wasn't his. They definitely let him know. He was like, well, I don't think we should. And they're like, well, he wants to go, and he's very adamant about leaving. And at that point in time, you need all people pushing in the right direction in order to get to a finals, to get to a championship. But I'll tell you one thing. Even with the trade to Boston, and people are saying all these different things. One, it didn't work out as well as they would have liked.
Sure.
They have the 8th pick. Well, that was unlucky. But you know what happened still? The Cavs still beat the Celtics, and the Cavs are in the NBA Finals.
They're in the NBA Finals with a chance to win it all.
And they're in the NBA Finals. And truth be told, Kyrie unfortunately was injured, right, for the Celtics at the end. So there's nothing to say that he wouldn't have been injured for the Cavs at the end.
It's hard to argue with results.
It's just at the end of the day, say what you want. It worked out well for the Celtics, but it didn't work out well enough because the Cavs are still in the finals.